You're welcome to this Academy of Mathematics. My name is Courage, and this is Courage Mathematics Academy. If this is your first time of joining us, hit on the subscribe button right now and hit on the notification icon so that you also get notifications whenever I upload a new content. Today, I'm going to be teaching you on inverse variation. I have taught direct variation in the last video, so right now, today we're going to learn inverse variation. How quantities varies inversely as each other. So, we are going to solve about 3 questions. You have 3 questions to buttress our points today. So yours is to get focused, to pay proper attention, and mine is to do the job of teaching you. And I believe you're going to get what I'm going to say today. Let's go. What does it mean when we say something varies inversely as the other? For example, I say A varies inversely as B. How do I write that? A varies inversely. It will now be 1 over the second quantity. So this is how I write it. A varies inversely as B. You know, in direct variation, A varies directly as B. Sure. So the inverse of this is now A varies inversely as B. 1 over B. So always take note of this. Now in inverse variation, an increase in one quantity leads to a decrease in the other, and a decrease in one quantity leads to a decrease in the other. It works that way. For example, I have 10 fruits in a basket. 10. I have not picked any one. So number of times pick is 0. I have 10 fruits and I have not picked any fruit yet. Now I want to pick the fruits 2. For example, the first time I picked 2 fruits. Out of 10, I will have what? 8 left. Good. I pick another 2 fruits the second time now. I have 6 fruits left. If I pick another 2 fruits again, I have 4 fruits left and I have picked it the third time. It continues that way. Now what do you observe about this table? The number of times that I pick the fruit increase, while the number of fruit in the basket does what? It decrease. So an increase here leads to a decrease here. This is an example of an inverse variation. So an increase in one quantity actually leads to a decrease in the other, and vice versa. So the first question here is on the board for us to dissect. It says, if y varies inversely as x, take note, varies inversely as x, and y equal to 2 when x equal to 1 over 2, find y when x equal to 1 over 1 over 2, which is equal to 3 over 2. Let's see how that goes. It says y varies inversely as what? X. Now recall, I can't actually deal with this proportionality sign. This one, I can't deal with it. So I have to eliminate it. I will introduce 2 things. I will first of all introduce my equal to, and a constant to be introduced to multiply this term. That's how it is. So I will remove this proportionality sign by introducing an equal to and a constant to multiply this this right hand side. So I have y is equal to k times 1 is k over what? X. It says y is 2 when x is half. So when y equal to 2 and x equal to 1 over 2, let's go. We are going to substitute for this value to this equation, and the value of k will pop out. So y is 2, this is 2 is equal to what? K over x is 1 over 2, 1 over 2. So what I'm going to do here is to what? Cross multiply. I have 1 times k is equal to 2 times 1 over 2, 2 times 1 over 2. 1 times k is k. 2 times half is what? 1. K is equal to 1. So I will substitute for that value now, k equal to 1, into this equation. So I have y is equal to what? 1 over x. This now is the equation, or it is the formula that connects the variables, that connects variables x and y. So if you are asked to find the formula that connects the variable, just like what we did in direct variation, just substitute for the value of k, the constant, into the equation, and you are going to get the formula straight away. So from this formula now, we cannot solve any other question. It says, find y when x is 1 over 1 over 2. So when x is equal to 1 over 1 over 2, this is equal to 3 over 2 by simplifying this, by expanding this fraction. So I will now substitute for the value of x here, which is 3 over 2, into this equation. I have y is equal to what? 1 over 3 over 2. So let's just simplify. I have 1 divided by what? 3 over 2. So I'm going to remove this division sign. I have 1. If you turn to multiplication, then this 2, which is the denominator, will serve as the numerator, and this 3, which is the numerator, will serve as the what? Denominator. So this is what I have. 1 times 2 over 3. That's what? 2 over 3. So the value of y when x is what? 3 over 2 is what? 2 over 3. So we are going to the next question right away. The volume V of a gas, of a quantity of gas, varies inversely as the pressure. Okay? The volume varies inversely as the what? The pressure. So by the time this proportionality sign disappears, V is equal to what? K over P. Let's continue. At 160 centimeter cube, the pressure is 30 Newton per centimeter square. So when the volume is 160 centimeter cube, the pressure is what? 30 Newton per centimeter square. So at V equal to what? Sorry. When V equal to 160 centimeter cube and P, which is the pressure, equal to 30 Newton per centimeter square, we are going to find K now with these two values. So V is 160 centimeter, that's 160 is equal to K. What's P? 30. So K is now equal to, by cross multiplying, 4,800. 4. So when this is the constant of proportionality, 4,800. So now the first question says, the formula connecting the variable V and P. We have to find the formula connecting the variables. So how do we do that? K is 4,800. So I'm going to substitute for this value now of K into this equation. So V will now be equal to what? 4,800 over what? P. So this is the formula that connects the variables, volume and pressure. This is the formula. So the next question says, find the pressure when the volume is 24 centimeter cube. Find the pressure. So when the volume is what? 24 centimeter cube. So I'll substitute for this value now into this equation. We have to find the pressure. So 24 is equal to 4,800 over P. So 24P now plus multiplying is equal to what? 4,800. So P is equal to what? 4,800 over what? 24. P is equal to 4,800 over what? 24. So 4,800 divided by 24, that will give us what? 200. So the pressure when the volume is 24 centimeter cube is 200 Newton per centimeter square. Now, we have to find the volume when the pressure is 120 Newton per centimeter square. Okay, the volume when the pressure is this. So when P is what? 120. I'll substitute for this value of P now into this equation. V, the volume is what? 4,800 over what? 120. This gives us what? 4,800 divided by 120. I have 40 centimeter cube. Now let's survey. Initially, the volume was what? When the volume was 160 centimeter cube, the pressure was what? 30 Newton per centimeter square. Now when this volume dropped to 24 centimeter cube, what happened to the pressure? The pressure increased to 200 Newton per centimeter square. So you can see that the quantities in question that we are considering right now varies inversely as each other. That is what inverse variation describes. The last question. Now to the last question. It says, the current I in an electric circuit varies inversely as the resistance R. as resistance, Rho. Now, let's first of all express that statement mathematically. It says the current I is the current, varies inversely as the what? The resistance, Rho. So I is equal to what? K over Rho. You know how I got this, right? K is the constant. It says if a current of 10 amperes is produced by a resistance of 20 ohms. So that's when I is equal to 10 amperes and the resistance is what? 20 ohms. So these values are going to help us to find the constant of variation K. So I, which is 10 is equal to K. R is what? 20. So K is equal to what? 10 times 20, that's what? 200. So the constant of variation is 200. Now, they said, first question, find the law of variation. That is the law that connects both the current and the resistance. So the law of variation will be gotten this way. Substitute for this value, which is 200, into this equation for K. So I is equal to what? 200 over what? Rho. This is the law of what? Variation. The law that connects the quantities in consideration. Now the second question says, what resistance will produce a current of 15 amperes? So when the current is 15 amperes, we have to find the resistance. So 15 amperes, 15 is equal to 200 over what? Rho. So 15 Rho plus multiply. This times this is equal to what? 1 times 200. That's 200. So resistance will be equal to 200 over what? 15. Which is equal to what? 200 divided by 15. That gives us 13.33 ohms. So when the current is 15 amps, the resistance is 13.33 ohms. I'm going to leave this for you to solve. Solve it and paste the answer on the comment section. And I'm going to review it. This is all I have for you for today. I hope you like it and I hope you enjoyed this discussion, this topic, inverse variation. So the next one is going to be joint variation. To get notified whenever that video is uploaded, click on the subscribe button first and turn on the notification so that whenever that video is uploaded, you'll be the first person to get the notification. Thank you very much once again for watching this content. I appreciate it for so much. Subscribe, like, and tell your friends about this channel so that you can come and feel the simplicity of mathematics with me. I appreciate it. I'll see you some other time.